I like to learn. Okay, here we go. Blitz. Yeah, it's going to be tough for me because I'm out of practice of playing an actual game of chess, doing so many tactics, and yeah. So let's play some chess here. Nikalanzinzi. Good luck to you too. Look how he wrote that. I don't know if that was trying to be funny or what. Whoa, F3. That's interesting. I could play D5 here, but then he still gets knight C3 in. So okay, let's go knight C. It's a blitz game. We got to play some quick moves. F3 is interesting. Okay, so is that. Let's play E6 D5. It's almost like a can type structure. Well, not I guess not with the knight here. I could play A6 or D5 here. I'm going to play D5. Both moves are fine, but let's go with the central because he's his F3 move. Maybe it's better to push in the center. So I could take on E4 now, and then I have he's going to have that. I think I am going to do that. I'm going to take on E4, and if I give a check here, it's looking a little weird. So I'm getting a little confused now. I could take the pawn. I could also not take the pawn. Let's take the pawn. I'm probably overthinking it, which I'm very good at doing. So knight c3. He doesn't go knight c3. Maybe he wants me to overthink all this. So I do have to be careful, though, about my queen getting trapped, because this could be all a big plan. I could go to a couple squares here. I'm not sure which I prefer. This one he does just kick me out again. So let's drop in here. Yeah, so I got to be careful with my queen. I really do. Yeah, this, okay, you know what? I think he knows what he's doing. This is all some weird, yeah, he's got some weird opening. Okay, I've got this, but then he just takes. How do I stop that? I have to bring the king in. I have to bring in the king. Damn. Okay, and then I think he's going to do some trickery. Yeah, so this is an interesting opening. Some type of weird blitz opening. Or maybe I shouldn't have, maybe one of my prior moves I should have focused on king safety instead of development. Yeah, so I think I'm going to try kicking him out right away. Oh, he wants this. I've got this, though. Okay, let's try this. It takes here. I go here. Should be okay. Then he might try 96. And yeah, it does get awkward. Yes, it gets awkward. He's certainly going to come in here. And he actually got his pawn back. So a very strange opening and followed. Yeah, and he's playing interesting. He's playing interestingly. Let's go here. Yeah, and now he's killing me. So that's an interesting opening. I think I've lost here now. I think he could just simply go here. Actually, he's got a double check on me. So I am really dead here. Yeah, I didn't consider the double checks, but I was dead anyways. Yeah, I think one of those developing moves I should have made, and I should have focused on casting instead of developing. Yeah, he gets in there. Yeah, I don't see myself surviving this because the rook is going to get to d1. Because after like rook d1, I don't know what I can do. Well, yeah, I just don't touch that. No, but this is hopeless. This is really hopeless for him. My king is pathetic. If I could get a knight here, maybe I try for that. There's no increment here. It just feels bad when you get your king stuck in the center. You know, you feel so helpless. I could also plug this a little bit, but I think I'd rather do this. This is more of a last resort. Okay. I have this check. Oh shit! How do I even deal with that though? Yeah, I can't because I can't recapture. Yeah, I don't know. Here. What is that? Oh God, he sees everything. Oh, I can't even do that? Some interesting play. Wild game. What a wild game. Take out some of the threats. Survive for 10 seconds. Okay, we won on the clock. And that's a new personal best again. Very stressful game. Very weird. My opponent played like a very dubious second move, and then he just had an incredible attack, and then he faltered at the end. A little bit weird, to say the least. But yeah, 2054. I'm just, personal best after personal best. That's like 8 in a row, almost. That's my 8th personal best like in the past 8 days. And that means I will rotate back to classical again, which is ridiculous. But yeah, 2000 to 54. So I don't know. Every day, every damn day, I'm setting a new personal best, and then I have to make a new video. I know, Case Money. That's the downside, and why I feel bad about that is because it's going to be extra hard to set a new person best because a lot of these games haven't been very of quality. So I'm scared when my opponents actually put up a really good game. Although this one I was very close to losing. I was lucky that I won. But yeah, these were dubious games for sure. But this guy, he's got 15,000 games on Bullet. So that kind of makes sense because but he also has lots of games on Blitz, but he's got 15,000 on Bullet, and he plays very, very aggressively. Blitz, 1923. That was certainly a weird game. Yeah, so 2054 on Blitz. And it hasn't updated here yet, but we'll take a look at that in a bit. Okay, so let's look at that game. Yeah, let's look at that game here. So, yeah, so I don't think I've ever seen this in my life of playing chess. I don't think I've ever seen this move. Okay, I think I played against it decently enough. So I'm wondering where did I go wrong? There was no way to deal with that. That was really strange. Very strange. I wonder if this is some type of prep for this guy, or maybe prep is not the right word, but if this is some type of pet opening, because this works. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it actually worked out very well for White, and in a Bullet or Blitz game, it actually seems like very tricky to defend against. That's very funny, hey? Because like all the moves I made were very natural. Possibly we don't play knight f6 here. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right in this position here. Maybe knight f6, but it's so natural. Like even over the board, I'm not even sure I would have prepared against it. You know what I mean? Like over the board in an over the board tournament, I don't even know if I would have spotted this idea because it's such a bold, like a brazen, brash idea. That White can just get away with such a move. So I don't even know if it over the board tournament, I still might have played knight f6 here. Yeah, but here I wonder if there was something better. But I don't. I mean, we only have 2 squares for the queen. So there really wasn't. That's what leads me to believe that this guy actually plays this opening. Then again, like, what if I did these very specific moves? So, I mean, he would have, if this is a pet opening, he would have to prepare for like a lot of different responses here, So, okay. So anyways, yeah, that was just so crazy though. And let's see. I'm not sure about a6. I think a6 might not have been the best choice. Maybe even just bishop e7 here. Might have been better. Because then at least I could castle here. Yeah. I think bishop e7 would be better. Although, what would the difference be here if I had played bishop? Yeah, could bishop e7. If I went bishop e7 and then takes, yeah, I could take here because I'm defending against that discovered check. So I think a6 was not the best move. And yeah, and then here I'm just, I think I'm actually losing here, even though I'm not even up a pawn anymore. Yeah, I think I'm losing. And my king is just caught in the center. And then he just spent too much time thinking, and I took advantage of that. So let's look at that with the engine. I'll be amazed if f3 is an actual move. Yeah, it's bittersweet that setting the new personal best because, you know, when a player plays f3. But at the same time, he's rated 1927. He got there somehow, you know. So I mean, and I almost lost. So I guess I don't really feel that bad because I almost lost the game, right? So he is a strong player. So his move times here, a little strange. 20 seconds on f3. Oh, it's actually not that strange. Just that first move. So far, he didn't make a single mistake. And look at that. Look at the. I mean, okay, but again, his position was actually quite easy to play. So, but still, I mean, when I was playing against it, it just felt like he was playing like the perfect move. He didn't make a single mistake the whole game. But at the same time, it's like, okay, interesting. So e4, c5, f3. It's been played once. Makes you wonder, right? Let's look at this game. White is 2200 in 1991. This was played, and his opponent is also 2200. Couple of notes here. Oh my god! So what the hell is this? And then h5. So the event was Helsingborg B. So some type of, sounds Swedish actually. Oh, does this have a name? Jedalt's opening? Well, here it has a name somehow. Okay. Well, h5. Yeah, computer hates h5 and then c3. Computer hates all of these moves. I don't understand this. I mean, I know this was 1991, but still, these guys are supposed to be masters. I don't know what this is about. Some type of weird. No, something weird. And then they agreed to a draw. Were these friends or something? Yeah, the game ends here on move 10, and they drew. So really don't know what that was about. Probably, well, who knows? But not a normal game of chess. But getting back to the game here. Yeah, I mean, so the computer likes the way I played this, so I don't really need to look at this in detail. So yeah, so I guess black is still winning here. So first of all, knight f6. So even no, computer still likes. Okay, it's close to the best move here though. Maybe you know the guys. It's from 1991. You want me to? Do you know those? Do you know those two? You want me to look at the game again? want me to? I mean, they are Swedish. Michael, I don't. Do you say the W? Michael Leander and Peter Stromberg. Peter Stromberg, Michael Leander, if you're curious to look them up. Okay, but yeah, getting back to the game. Yeah, so here, yeah, computer is fine with knight f6. You don't know them. Okay. You know Peter, right? In Sweden, Peter from Sweden. Okay, so queen g6 was okay. The best move is apparently queen f5. I actually didn't see that. I only saw the two squares, but I guess because, you know, I didn't want to move here. But queen f5, we then get to defend the dark squares. So that is why that is better. And then the best move here, yeah, it's split between king d8, which is and rook b8. And it slightly prefers rook b8, but it's pretty close. So yeah, computer still prefers black here. But yeah, so a6 was actually the big blunder of the game, which is what I saw after. Yeah, so yeah, bishop d7 is the best move. So this was the blunder. You know, it's a blitz game, but still. So that was the mistake, the big mistake of the game. But then it looks like I made some more later on. King c7 was apparently terrible because I guess because I walk into this discovery. Computer wants me to take right away, and if queen takes, it's happy to take on c2. I don't know. I mean, that's still a scary proposition for me, but computer likes that. And if c takes, which is actually the better move, because the queen is defending c2, it's saying e5. But again, this looks very ugly for black. But yeah, the big mistake was not playing bishop d7 earlier. And computer hate. Well, no, queen g4 is okay. Yeah, this was good. And it's a +2 for white. Knight e7 is a huge blunder because of knight e5. So it wants king e8 and then to put a rook underneath it probably. And yeah, so yeah, we have this check. He goes king g1. It also doesn't like this knight move. It wants knight c8. What? Doesn't make any sense. I guess it does. Knight c8, kicking that queen out. Okay. Or queen takes c2. And it, instead of this move for white, it's suggesting bishop takes d5, removing one of my defenders. That totally makes sense. Yeah, so king e8. And I mean, yeah, obviously we're losing, but he's down to 33 seconds here. I was hoping for a miracle that he's going to flag, and it did turn out to work. I'm surprised how slowly he played this because, well, he's going to flag. Especially like the once the queens came off, it was I had a very good chance of winning. So this queen move really makes no sense. I know he only had 27 seconds, but why not just like take here, or anything, you know? But okay, he was panicking, and yeah, so a pretty terrible game overall. Honestly, that looks like two 1500s playing, but it is what it is. So I wonder. I don't think I'm going to prepare a move for f3. I don't think I'll ever face that again, and if I do, I don't think it's worth preparing for. So the takeaways here, it's really this was a terrible move, a6. That was really the big mistake, and it also doesn't like this king move, but this is where I got into trouble, and yeah. Not much more to say than that. Yeah, so the graph has updated now, 2054. So that's my graph from all time on Blitz. Puts me in the top 91.7% of Blitz players. I mean, I know I only beat it by 4 points. But, so I won't look at that too much. So a year ago, I was 1934. So 120 points exactly in a year. From 1934 to 2054. Pretty cool. Again, if I did just half of that in another year from now, I would be 2110.